Hi, this is Bill, and you are on Finest Travel Beat with Angela and Bill, your source for all things travel. I'm coming tonight with a brief update from Royal Caribbean. It just came across my email recently. It affects some sailings next week, and there's more unanswered questions and answered questions. So stick around. We'll tell you what the changes are and tell you how it affects you. Hi, and thanks for watching. Come to you tonight with an email that I just received from Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines regarding testing procedures for upcoming cruises. Now, as you may know from another video I posted last week, Michael Bailey from Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines put out a statement that Royal Caribbean would be dropping vaccination down to 80% and that they would also be changing their testing policy to eliminate testing on cruises less than 6 days. There weren't a whole lot of details put out on it. They said at the time nothing changed on the Royal Caribbean website. They said that there would be more instructions coming out this week. I've been waiting all week for the information to come out, particularly on the vaccination status. Now, let me tell you right off the bat, there's no clarification on vaccination status at this point. As far as exemptions over above their website, the Healthy Sailing still says fully vaccinated cruises. I'm hoping a little more comes out. The rumor had been that there was going to be some changes today. Those changes did not happen yet, but as soon as they do, I'll come to you. But let me read to you now the statement from the email that I received. I won't read the entire thing, obviously, but I will. I'll give you the nuts and bolts behind it. So, for a testing update for clients or passengers sailing from August 8th to August 14th, fully vaccinated guests will only have to show a test result to boarding if the sailing is 6 nights or longer. So 5 nights and below, you don't have to show a test. I'll jump down to what it says at the bottom. The revision does not apply to guests whose itineraries visit Canada or Bermuda. So Canada and Bermuda still got to test no matter what. Also in this email, it says unvaccinated children will still need to show a test result to board all sailings, regardless of length. However, they won't have to test again at the terminal. So they just do the regular testing like you would and show that at the terminal. Guests will now have the same test standard regardless of vaccination status. You can show a negative test result from a supervised PCR or antigen taken within 3 days of boarding day. So this is also a change. It used to be 2 days, and there were procedures as to vaccinated versus unvaccinated, where it had to be antigen test or PCR. From this email, it appears that antigen tests are all you'll need. You won't need the PCR test anymore. Now, here's the kicker. It doesn't apply to guests sailing before August 7th. It also doesn't apply to people booked or sailing after August 14th. So essentially, this is for 1 week only, and then they'll revisit it. It's been a mess of a week. It's been trying to follow the information, trying to get accurate information. Communication, quite frankly, hasn't been great from the cruise lines. There's been a lot of stuff put out on personal Facebook pages and tweets and rumors, and I'm answering a lot of questions, understandably. But the information hasn't really been solid. At least this is solid information for next week. Now, I put out a video a couple of days ago on Carnival, how Carnival changed, that Carnival was going to require testing for all sailings going to the Bahamas, regardless of length. I assume that's because the Bahamas are requiring it. However, there's nothing in here saying about the Bahamas from this email, so my understanding is if you're going on a 5-night sailing next week to the Bahamas on Royal Caribbean, you won't need to be tested. I'm hoping it stays that way. Who knows if it's going to be followed up with an email saying, oops, we forgot to say Bahamas in it. I think the biggest issue is that they're negotiating with ports as to their standards. Now, let me talk to you real briefly about how I feel about the testing in the Bahamas. The Bahamas right now doesn't require testing to fly into the country for a week. But yet, if they are requiring testing for a cruise line that's coming in to a private island in many cases, for 6 hours or 8 hours and have almost no contact with the residents of the Bahamas, other than a few people that sell the local craft goods. Kind of ridiculous. Hopefully, the cruise lines and the Cruise Line International Association are on that. Bear with us. The information isn't great. I'm having to send information to booked clients and then retract it a couple of days later. We're up on it. Angela and I are up on it. We are following everything you could possibly follow as far as getting accurate information. Following up on rumors, because there's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of stuff flying around the internet. Now, what I'll tell you is, obviously, you can come here for information. I'll give you the most accurate information I can, but it's not going to be up to date. By the time I post this may change. So I highly recommend, one, talk to your travel advisor. Keep in touch with your travel advisor. If you don't have a travel advisor, get one. Costs you nothing. I'll do another video on that. This is not an advertisement for me. I'm not asking you to come work with Finest Travel Agency. But I'm telling you, with the way things are and the way things have been the last 3 years, if you're not using the service of a travel advisor, you are doing yourself a disservice. Also, even if you are using a travel advisor, hopefully it's a good one, but you should be checking your emails that are coming directly from the cruise line. That's going to be the most accurate information, and also the cruise line website. So check that every couple of days. As you get closer to sailing, make sure that you are checking it daily at least, and also have a backup plan. If you're sailing in 3 days or 4 days and you think you don't need a COVID test, you might want to kind of make arrangements to do a COVID test just in case, whether it's an appointment you book or have an eMed test, an Abbott Lab test, or on-point testing that you can make. There's another video up on the channel on that. Have a backup plan. Like everything else in travel, you should have a backup plan. I'm going to do videos down the road on flying in the day before, things like that. But anyway, that's a quick update from Royal Caribbean. I just wanted to jump on here, kind of give you a little more insight, a little more information. Again, if you're enjoying this content, if you get use out of it, please hit that like button. Definitely subscribe. Hit the notification bell. It doesn't cost you anything. What it does do is you'll get notified when you jump on Facebook that I posted something new. And it also helps us out. So it helps you out, helps us out. So any questions you have in comments below, I try to stay up on answering comments the best I can within my abilities. Obviously, I don't know everybody's individual circumstances, but Angela and I really try to answer as much as we can. So follow the cruise lines, notification bell, like, thank you. On behalf of Angela, thank you so much for your support. And until next time, we'll see you on our next adventure.